Alright, so I really wanted to rank the One Piece arcs for a while now, but I haven't caught up the show yet. But what I have done, I've watched all the way up past the pre-time skip, so why can I not do ranking on the pre-time skip arcs? You know, that's a like halfway point through the series. It's kind of separated into two halves. It's like the Bible with the Old Testament and the New Testament. That was kind of a crazy comparison, but you get what I mean, guys. Alright, so we are ranking all the pre-time skip arcs in One Piece. Let's get started. This list is kind of out of order, so I guess I'll just start from here. Alabaster Arc. Oh, I also need to add another tier. Alright, there we go. So first off, Alabaster Arc. I love this arc. Crocodile. Well, in the moment, I didn't love this arc. It just kind of felt drawn out. The part where they were walking around the desert, that was really boring to me because I just started One Piece. My attention span was low, you know. But the fight with Crocodile freaking sealed the arc as one of the best arcs in One Piece for me. It was like a 3-part fight. They like met in the desert. He freaking stabbed Luffy, and then the final fight where they're in the temple with the falling stuff down. We also got introduced to the lore with the ancient weapons, the plutonium thing. I think it was called plutonium. I don't even remember what it's freaking called, but you know what I'm talking about. The poneglyphs were revealed in that arc. We met Ace. That was cool. Vivi, she was alright. She kind of got on my nerves, but she was hot, so she gets a pass. The Wanderer in the Desert kind of knocks it down a few points, but it was a very, very funny arc. It's probably the funniest arc in One Piece I've watched yet. I've actually laughed at this many times, and anime is not usually something that makes me laugh. And this made me laugh, and I like laughing, so I'll put it in A tier. It's not perfect, but it's very, very close to good. Or very, very close to perfect. Amazon Lily. I've heard kind of negative things about this one. I actually really like the arc because, you know, Luffy's very Sigma in this arc, all these women, and he just didn't give a crap. Boa tried to turn him to stone, but Luffy had no lust in his heart because he's a man focused on his goals, not women. And I respect that, Luffy. The Snake Sisters are pretty annoying, but Luffy, he used hockey for the first time in this arc, and that's a big turning point in the series. What else happened? The grandma kind of gets on my nerves how she talks. Granny Meow or whatever her name is. There's that one really gross part where they tried to pull Luffy's penis off. That was really weird and it was painful to watch and listen to. I'll put it in B. I didn't feel like it was too drawn out. Pacing felt fine. Arlong Park. I really, really love this arc. This really developed Nami's character. The backstory with her being a slave and having to like sell out her town, but in reality she was just working in their favor, trying to save up this money. Stole millions of dollars to save the town. It's really what got me hooked to One Piece, I think. Well, maybe Baratie, but this and Baratie is really what got me hooked to One Piece. Arlong is a really cool and annoying villain, and that last part where Luffy axe kicks Arlong all the way down the tower, the final blow, that was just such a freaking hard moment, you know? And that one part was crazy where like Luffy was stuck underwater and had to stretch his head up to the surface so he could breathe. There's just so much tension in that arc. I remember being like on the freaking edge of my seat the entire time. I was thoroughly entertained throughout the series. But the freaking Nami crying scene, stabbing herself, one of the saddest scenes I've ever seen. I'm gonna put that in a high A. I think it's better than Alabaster, honest. Well, Alabaster's a little bit better because the crocodile fight. But these are pretty close to the same, in my opinion. Baratie. This holds a very special place in my heart because this is what made me realize, okay, this is not just a dumb Naruto show. This is actually like a really solid series, and the story's going to go far. I could just tell from this. The part where Zoro and Mihawk fight, like you already get introduced one of the 7 warlords of the sea, and Zoro gets stabbed and he like devotes himself to Luffy. He was like, I promise I will never lose again. And it's like such a sad moment. I've seen all these edits of it, which are kind of cringe, but like it is a sad moment, and I was like, dang, it gives me chills every time I hear that part. Don Krieg, I low-key kind of forgot he was like the main villain of this part, but Luffy just kind of tanked him. I kind of wish Don Krieg came back some, because he seemed like he was going to be like an important character later. He's like, I am the king of the East Blue, but never mentioned again. He was just a one-off character. And I also just like the cooking arc with Luffy. Sanji's backstory is also really cool. Chef Zeph had to like eat his leg, and they're straight on the island, and that's why Sanji like hates when people waste food, because he remembered when he had to use every last ounce of that food so he could survive. So honestly, I'm gonna put this in S tier just because of the impact it had on me. Just sounds stupid because it's a pirate show, but you get what I mean. Like, it's what really got me hooked to the series. And if you're not liking it by Baratie or Arlong Park, maybe this show's just not for you. I don't know. Drum Island was kind of a drag for me. I was very excited to see Chopper. He's one of the characters that I would see in like clips and stuff online, and that's like the character I wanted to meet the most. And when I finally got this arc, I was very excited. It just felt kind of drawn out some parts. Wapple, he was kind of a lame boss, just like an eating guy, and I don't know, he's just not that, like, he wasn't that scary. He was just like a dumb like idiot, you know, a dumb boss. The grandma, she was cool because she saved Nami's life. Oh, and I just remember the freaking part where Luffy's climbing the tower, and he's got like his fingernails like all bleeding and stuff, and he's carrying Sanji and Nami on his back. That was like the part where I was like, dang, I like this Luffy character. Because up to now I was like, yeah, Luffy, he's alright, he's kind of stupid, but I was like, dang, Luffy, like, he's a man, you know. So for that, I'll put it in a B-, because it just, I don't know, some parts I didn't really care about, like the Dalton guy, the guy who turns into I remember he turned into like some animal thing. I don't really care about that stuff, but the highlights really stick out in my mind. Enies Lobby. This is, in people's opinion, the best arc in all of One Piece. And so I had really, really high expectations going into this. But it wasn't a bad arc, but it didn't meet the crazy high expectations I had set because of all these things I've heard from people. Like, people were saying this is going to change my life. This is like the peak of One Piece. And when I heard all of that, I was kind of disappointed when I watched it. When I thought back to it and put it all together, Water 7 and Enies Lobby, because I kind of watched Water 7 and I took a break, and then I watched Enies Lobby. But when I like look back at it on my mind and put it all together as one saga, it is actually like a 10 out of 10. The thing with CP9, they were like working for that iceberg guy for all these years, and they turned out to be like traitors. They're like his life was like the Truman Show. He thought he had all these friends, but they're actually just like leeching off of him. They finally try to kill him. That was a crazy twist. Like, I did not expect that at all. It was cool seeing like the giants and the hundreds of people, the Frankie family and all of them all working together to help the Straw Hats get through Enies Lobby all the way to the end. The part where I want to live, that part was really good. Seeing that Sponda guy getting freaking smashed to the ground. Yeah, that made me feel really good to watch. Not in a weird way, but some of the fighting in Enies Lobby that kind of got boring. Like Zoro and Kaku, the Mia Khalifa or whatever her name is girl, the soap lady. She was kind of annoying too. Her fight, like that fight was kind of lame. But overall, good arc. And at the end when the Buster Call is called, I really like that. It's just like the most intense part of the arc. So I'll put it in A+. But if we're talking about Water 7 Enies Lobby as a saga, S tier. Impo Down, I actually really didn't mind this arc either. A lot of people said it was drawn out. That one part was crazy. I did not expect that. Like the freaking queer bar that like Luffy wakes up and stuff. What else happened? Oh, I like the reuniting with Bon Clay and Buggy and Mr. 2. Mr. 2, best character in One Piece, probably up there. And they even sacrificed himself at the end of the arc to help all of them get the Gates of Justice and get to Marineford. Magellan, that was a really cool boss. Probably one of the closest times Luffy came to death. I don't know, I liked it. I'll put it in A, but it feels wrong to put, well, alright, I'm gonna move Drum Island to a C. And Impo Down to a B, because I did recently kind of rewatch it, so maybe that's recency bias, but I don't want to put it on the same level as Enies Lobby, because Enies Lobby is a lot better. Jaya Arc, also really like this one. Blackbeard was first introduced, but the fight where Luffy freaking knocks out the Bellamy guy in one hit, that was super cool. I really like that. So because of all of that, I really enjoyed it. Okay, dude, I think I gotta put Alabaster in S. I'm just thinking about that crocodile fight. Like, that made me like, that was like the sickest moment I'd ever seen in my life. So I'm gonna put that in S. Enies Lobby is right in between. Alright, I'm gonna make an A+ arc. I'll put Enies Lobby in there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because Enies Lobby is really close to an S. Little Garden, it was pretty short, so it's hard to really get like a whole lot of story in there. The Giant's really cool. Usopp made some cool friends, but... Oh, Mr. 3. He was freaking annoying. He almost killed all the Straw Hats. They like put him in this white sticky wax stuff and tried to kill him, burn him. So I don't know, it was alright. I'll put it in D. Nothing crazy. Logtown, a lot of people call this arc boring. My friend Titan though, he like dropped the show at this part. It was kind of crazy. Like, you made it all the way to Logtown and then you drop it. It wasn't even that long of an arc either. Luffy almost dies to Smoker, but his dad saves him. What else happened? He almost gets executed by Buggy. I don't know, it's a nice like stopping point before they go to the actual Grand Line. Like, they're getting all their supplies together and stuff, and it really builds the characters a lot more. So I'll put this in a B. Marineford, you know where I'm gonna put this. I'm I know everybody says it's S tier, but honestly, it was kind of boring. Alright guys, you know where I'm actually putting it, S tier. I don't have anything bad to say about this arc. Whitebeard's freaking sacrifice, Ace's sacrifice, dude, it was like crazy. And then Whitebeard died standing up. That one part was weird where Blackbeard freaking goes under the curtain and does something weird to Whitebeard. Like, sucks the devil fruit out of him. I don't know what he does, but something weird happened then, I'm telling you. Orangetown, very boring. The only cool part was the buggy ball. People always talk about that sad thing with the dog. The choo-choo or shoo-shoo, whatever the dog's name is. I don't give a crap about a dog, alright? I don't really care about this dog's backstory. Post-war arc. Oh yeah, that's like Luffy's as a kid and stuff. I found it pretty boring. I don't really care that much about Luffy's childhood that much. It was alright though. I'll put it in C, but it wasn't for me. Reverse Mountain Arc, 2 episodes, we meet Laboon. I'll put it in B. It's super short, so how can you like even say anything bad about it? And Laboon's gonna become an important character later, I'm pretty sure. It'd be the dopest thing ever if in the final war, Laboon like jumps over the red line and saves all the Straw Hats. Like they all go in his mouth and he like kills I don't know. I could see what. I feel like Laboon's gonna show up in the final war. Who knows though? Romance Dawn. I don't know where I should put that. It's a classic arc. I feel like it's wrong to put it somewhere lower, but I'll put it in C. Sabaody. The stuff with slavery really shocked me. I didn't think One Piece would get that dark. Like the slave auction, and when Law, Ace, and Kid all work together and fight the Marines. That was really cool. And we get to meet all like the new rookies and stuff. I'll put that in A+. I really enjoyed that arc. Did not feel bored 1 second. And Rayleigh too. Really dope character. It built on the lore a lot. And Kizaru. You see the power of the admirals in this arc. Was it Syrup Village? Freaking hated it. Never liked it. Didn't like a thing about it. I even watched it in the live action. The live action made it suck even more. So worst arc in One Piece easily. Yeah, a lot of people dropped the show because of this trash. I thought it was Syrup Village. What? I can't even make that out. What is that? I can't even read the words on there. This is Syrup Village. F. What is this? Oh, this is Skypiea. Skypiea. I really liked it. Anel was a very cool boss. I always like a character with the god complex. I'll put that in A+. Water 7, A+. I already kind of talked about that some. I'll put Skypiea in A and Water 7 in A+. But the CP9 twist solidified that arc is like such a good thing to me. Thriller Bark, F tier. Was bored the entire time. I can't think of a single good moment. The only good moment of this arc was when it ended, and that's all I got to say about that. Gecko Moria, hate him, worst boss in One Piece. Whiskey Peak, that was like 2 episodes too. I mean, it was alright. So I'll put that in. I'll put it in C. C, I guess I would watch again. D, I would only watch if like a hot Asian Latina baddie forced me to watch it. And F tier, I would never watch, even if like the government was trying to torture me to watch it. Wouldn't even watch it. B means I would probably watch it again. A means I'll watch it again at some point. A+ means I'll definitely watch it again. And S tier means I really liked it. And yeah, that is my ranking of the pre-time skip One Piece arcs. If you got a problem with it, tell me in the comments down below, and I'll let you come on the channel and you can show me how to rank it the right way. So yeah, comment down below any more video ideas. I'm also looking for people to be in new videos, so if you think you want to be in one of my videos, I don't know, maybe we could cover some topic or review some anime. I want to get to know you guys more. And yeah, that's about it for now. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Love you.